IPL is back. Excited to see who lifts the trophy? What if you could also learn investment lessons from the game? Join our quick webinar, How to Chase Your Investment Goals Through Mutual Fund the IPL Way, on 17th May at 10 am. We also have another exciting session at 1:30 pm. India is booming, but want to know, is it a right time to invest in India? Join our webinars and find out. Don't miss it. To register our webinars, please click the link in description and bio.
The cost of behavior. Most of us calculate all costs in our life which are tangible, measurable. We know how much we spend on travel. We know how much we spend on food. We know how much we spend on personal needs. We know how much we spend every month on our regular bills that we pay. But while we are very, very conscious of tangible costs which are measurable, we are completely indifferent to intangible costs that we incur every single day in our life. What is the cost of not being punctual? Most people don't calculate it. What is the cost of not being diligent? Do we calculate what happens when we make a careless mistake in our work and then rework it? We don't do it. If you are in employment, you think that that cost doesn't belong to you, it belongs to somebody else. It's very natural to feel that way. Most of us don't realize that time is our capital. So we don't compute what is the cost of misallocating time. The more important aspect is how do we cost behavior. If you are a short-tempered person, do you know the cost of what happens in your investing because of your temper? If you are an impulsive person, do you know how much you are paying for your impulse? If you are a rash trader, do you know how much you lose because of your rash bent of behavior? Most of us don't even like to think about these things, because when we force ourselves to think about these things, we don't like what we see. So when we cost behavior, what happens to us? We start looking at ourselves in a very, very critical way. We don't like what we see. But when we are able to do that, we start finding a way out of the situation. We identify who we want to become and give ourselves a fair chance of becoming that person. When I look at what has happened in the investment world in the last 3-4 years, I see behavioral issues all around me, especially in people who have come into the market in the last 3 or 4 years. I believe that their behavior has been totally gamed, and cost is the driver of this gaming. When I see the wrong behavior in an investor and see why he has this wrong behavior, I clearly see that he has been made aware of tangible costs and made to do things which are going to inflict a heavy intangible cost on him. These tangible costs in the investment world are basically brokerage charges, some fees you pay. But the intangibles are behavioral costs, like cost of impulsive behavior, cost of overtrading, cost of reactive thinking, cost of hasty decision making. Because when you pick a phone and do investing, you are not going to control yourself adequately. It's very clear. In fact, often I feel that when you are on the phone and you are in social media, you have to actually stop yourself from doing things, saying things. 90% of the time, you have to stop yourself. You have to only act 10% of the time. This, I believe, is essential for maintaining your sanity even in social media. Now, people are using the same phone to do their investing and they are not stopping themselves at all when they need to actually stop themselves. This not stopping yourself when you actually need to is the biggest behavioral damage an investor can do to himself. The cost of that is way higher than any other tangible cost that you can pay. I would think of the early years where I had a very good dealer. I used to pay 1% brokerage in my early years. But he would always stop me from doing the wrong things. And this in your early years of your investing is a boon. Conservative brokers used to stop their clients from doing things. Yes, they used to charge a lot of money, no doubt about it. But they used to stop them from the wrong behavior. Today, there is nobody to stop a person from the wrong behavior, especially when he is completely on the phone transacting. Nobody to stop you. And when there is nobody to stop you, you're going to make very, very costly mistakes, and you are making those mistakes without realizing what is the price of that mistake. Because it's intangible. And what are you feeling good about? You're feeling good about the transaction cost of such behavioral mistakes being low or zero. Now, this is plain delusion. And when I see lakhs of people doing this, I feel sad that they have been taken on this garden path to financial self-destruction. And they think that this garden path leads to utopia. There is only one way out of this. You need to realize what you are doing behaviorally and walk out of that situation. It's like somebody who is a substance addict, one day choosing to walk out of it all. It has to be a clean break. It's like a smoker saying that this is my last cigarette and just abruptly cutting that relationship. Is it easy? No. Can anyone do it without support? Probably not. Do people actually do it this way? Yes, because that's the only way in which people can break free from this addictive behavior that is trading and speculation that is destroying them in their investing. And it's being done in a small gadget called the smartphone. Investors who are having billions of dollars don't do a single trade on the smartphone. Understand this. It is very much possible for them to do it. But why are they not doing it? I spent hours with hugely successful investors and the phone doesn't ring. What does it tell you? So they are keeping themselves in a behavioral zone which protects their sanity and helps them avoid costly behavioral mistakes. Whereas the small investor who has come into the market in the recent years is in the thick of this behavioral mistake, hoping that some miracle is going to bring him financial success. Nothing can be more delusory. The important thing for an investor is to cost his behavioral mistakes, to spend an hour thinking as to what he should not do, and to tell himself every day that he has to change the way he looks at investing. Cost your behavioral mistakes and then decide what you want to pay for transactions. without costing your behavioral mistake, any transactional savings would not make you richer. I know there's a lot of Excel going around which tells you how much you save in transactional savings. No Excel can compute the behavioral loss that is being inflicted on you in your life every single day. So, Excel can't help you. You need to help yourself. Thank you for watching this video.